Every country is different when it comes to AI and usage, especially around the ethical laws, etc. You get the good bits.
So where's the piece of the pudding, right? What's the good stuff we have built across? And I gave you the 3 examples, and these are some of the examples of, if one of them, we need to probably click that. The first one was generative, right? It should be part of the workflow or the page you're working on to create that generative content. It creates that post and description, but because it understands your organizations, what kind of job profiles do you hire, what are you looking for, what's your skill nexus sitting at the background, right? It's not creating something which is sitting in ChatGPT somewhere else. It's you as an organization, you as an HR organization, what are the ethics you're building within your systems. So it's not just doing this, it's going to go back and then say, do you want to refine it? Do you want to change the language, make it bigger, smaller, it's easier? So these were the things which came in over a year ago, but where have we progressed when we have gone next? So the next bit where we gone is the agent. So what are the agents doing, right? I said, how do you increase efficiencies, right? These are the ones that are taking away your tier 0, tier 1 kind of tickets away, because they are again part of where you're doing your work day to day. I could be in my Slack, that's what we use at work, but you could be in your teams. Imagine a new manager who has no clue as to how do I handle a certain situation. I have a probation coming up for an individual. Where do I go and find that? I want to do a check-in with this employee. Can the agent help me build that check-in for me? So it's going to bring in things and direct my new manager to perform those tasks and actually help him with visuals of, in the end, how that has helped. And he's gone ahead looking at his whole team, upcoming check-ins, what's happening. And as a new manager, he just want to understand what other topics can I bring in, what has happened. This person could be 20 years in the organization. I'm a new manager. What can I do to make sure that person doesn't feel I'm landing in this meeting clueless? So it's kind of enabling your managers as well as your employees to feel there's a context here and we're doing it right. So it's gone and drafted everything, goes as an inbox for my manager to put it in my employees' next check-in. So Eric, in this case, was the one who's doing it. The last one I want to show you is the agentic apps. Now, this is where you now have generative AI running across. You have multiple agents. We showed you one across HCM. Right now, there are hundreds of agents that can run through. You can have one for payroll. You can have one for help desk. You can have a worker concierge, a manager concierge, or all top together and Ask Oracle agent sitting for you. So what are the agentic apps? Like I said, it's going to look at where are my priority actions, what are the new communications, and then again look at my calendar, because that's what I want to start with on the day one of figuring out, on not the day one, but on the first thing in the morning, and look at there's a conflict here and I want someone to reschedule this. Imagine rescheduling an interview with multiple people involved. Like, that's a nightmare that no manager wants to go through. But the agentic app is the one which will go ahead, look at your high priority or your preferred slots for interviews, look at your panel's preferred slots of interviews, and can reschedule. So you've gone ahead, asked the agentic app to perform. So it's the system of outcomes, like I said. It's moved ahead from telling you what to do and doing it for you. So gone ahead and find the slot, send the email to the employee, the candidate. And similarly, it does build in on what questions do I. So I've found out that I need to have an interview next week. Where's my interview guide? What sort of things I need to see? And send it across to the panelists who are going to turn up for this call and will be a bit more informed and be ready to, be ready for the interview itself. So agentic apps are again built across, so they're not just present in HCM for us. With Oracle, it just extends all across. So if you're onboarding someone, you're looking at multiple systems, you're looking at multiple parts of the system, not systems. But then you're able to build these agentic apps to talk and perform those activities. I'm going to hand it back to you.
No,
oh,
you're
I'm
not.
doing this one?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. So when I say that we saw the Gartner stats, we know where the priority lies, but all of this is really good. If you're missing out on the employee experience, you've missed the boat, right? Yes, you want to make sure things are efficient and easier and quicker, but for us, AI is built for you making sure your employees are more productive, there's a lot more performance, and you're guiding them in the right format. So employee experience will sit on top of this for you to give that seamless, touchless, almost that kind of feel to your employees. They're saying, this has been surfaced to me to do my work, and I don't need to bother how this is being performed. So Oracle will help you reach that state of next level of employee experience.
Now, so.
That's
Okay, so what does this mean for our actual customers, and how does that translate? So 92% of large companies that we work with are reporting a positive return investment on their data and AI investments, because that's what it's all about, really, is getting that data to inform your decisions. In terms of predictive AI, now that's been around for many years in terms of, what can we see, what are workforce trends, what have we got up and coming. So 31% of companies now have some sort of AI in production, which is brilliant for us. And 27% of businesses claim at least 5% of their earnings are attributable to AI. So let's talk about engagement. Engagement is a massive problem. It is a $9 trillion problem, according to Gallup. What does that equate to in the UK? That's the size of the NHS budget, which is pretty considerable. So if you look at in terms of productivity and how much this will give you, I think it kind of speaks volumes for itself, and that's what we're trying to help our customers achieve, is kind of that increase in productivity by increasing engagement and giving people the tools to really support actually focusing on the job at hand. So in terms of generative AI now, Agentic Apps only got launched on the 24th of March at our recent AI World, which was held in this very building. Mm-hmm. So we haven't got any data on that just yet, because we do not have any customers that are actively using it. They're in that kind of implementation, build, design to see how they can use it within their business. But in terms of all the generative AI that we've got available, so the agents, the specific things, so the contextual things that will give people answers that are relevant to themselves, and we're seeing quite dramatic gains in productivity, 35%. How does that translate in HR? So if you think about somebody who has an open enrollment for benefits, they have probably got a million questions and some. They want to know what's changed, how much is this going to cost? So anything that would be driven to a tier 1 query back into the HR team, actually they can answer for themselves. They can use a benefits agent with all the tools, all of the documents, policies, etc., that will look at their information about, well, this is what you're enrolled in today. This is what you're eligible for based on your grade, your position in the business, because it might be that you've got an executive track, and it will surface all the information relevant to them. So really taking away kind of some of that heavy lifting that HR have traditionally been doing. And in case of kind of the role piece, so as a HR practitioner, I think I struggle for the words sometimes, you can probably tell. 1 in 4 of us are neurodiverse. So it's about helping people in your organisation that might not find the right words to find them and to get the answers that they need going forward. So just kind of, whilst we've got that on the screen, AI in terms of HR, this hasn't been around, this isn't a new concept, but I think we're kind of in that early adopter lag, kind of moving through the change curve. We're kind of in that acceptance piece. We know it's coming. We know we've got to do something about it. Anyone working ER here? Yeah, case management. How many people are seeing nicely generated AI grievances these days? It's being done to us, so we have to be on the front foot of it. And I think having these tools available to you will definitely help you with your efficiency in dealing with them. What do we got next?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're done. Any questions? We are right across. We literally, if you look this way, we are there in force to talk to you and show you a bit more.
We've got our own little mini theatre as well, so if you want to see some specific things around AI, we're happy to share those with you. But if there are any questions, we'll take them now. No?
Otherwise, come speak to us, please. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.